It has been quite a while since Facebook initially rolled out the Advantage Plus feature, and if previously you could simply disable it with the click of a single button, now Facebook is slowly but surely removing the entire option to turn it off. This all indicates that the Advantage feature will, in all probability, remain permanently active. It's already difficult to understand how to disable it. That's why we are making this video especially for you. For those who don't know, with Advantage enabled for your company, neural networks are used to determine targeting. What this means is, while it is turned on, Facebook considers your preferences, we could say, as merely a suggestion, not a strict requirement, and the entire targeting mechanism and its algorithms slightly shift. As I've already mentioned before, everything was turned off with just one button. But now, to switch it off, you simply need to narrow your targeting. So now there's no button, and it will automatically turn off at a specific moment. Let me show you what these particular moments are, and I'd like you to note that Advantage used to be one general setting, but now it's applied separately to the budget, to the audience, and to the placement. So, how do you disable Advantage budget? It's actually quite simple. What you need to do is switch the budget allocation from the campaign to the ad set level, meaning we switch from CBO to ABO. And we need to turn off this specific checkbox here. If the budget button for the ad set is not immediately available to you, then you should try to simply publish the campaign first, and only after that, make the change. My Advantage budget hasn't disappeared at this moment simply because I haven't published anything yet. In general, I believe everything is quite clear here. Regarding the placements, the situation we encounter here is quite analogous. You need to go into the campaign, navigate to the ad set settings level, then scroll all the way down and locate the placement settings. To disable Advantage here, you will need to narrow down your placements, for example, by removing everything except Instagram and FB. As you can see, I'm removing Advantage, but you don't necessarily have to disable these specific placements. You can leave everything, but for example, if you target mobile devices, Advantage will also turn off. And let's move on to the most complex and important part, the audience. So, if Advantage is applied to placements or the budget allocation, it is not so terrible. The risks in this case are quite low. But the audience, that is a completely different story, especially if you are running gambling campaigns and, for instance, you have strict age limits. For some reason, turning off Advantage here is the most non-obvious thing, but the essence remains the same. We simply narrow the targeting through settings, and at a certain point, it will automatically switch off. Let me show you an example. First, in the audience column, we scroll down and then click the button Limit Reach Even Further. After that, choose the third option. This is how we establish these strict parameters, but that is not the entire process. Then we move over to the age section and adjust the setting, for example, from 65 plus down to 64. Consequently, we remove the check mark from the recommendations box, and voila, this action immediately turns off the Advantage feature. However, it is not mandatory that you restrict the age range. For example, you have the option to keep the age setting exactly the same and instead narrow your focus in different areas. Now, let's change the gender setting. For instance, we'll select male, and you can see that Advantage is also being disabled. Try switching between the various available settings. You will quickly understand which option is most beneficial for you. We don't know why FB decided to do this. Perhaps it's because Advantage doesn't perform well with very specific targeting. However, what we know for sure is that in the near future, this feature will be impossible to disable. They are already adding an initial warning that it is enabled by default. This means neural networks need to be trained before they can operate, and they are doing this using our budgets. You will be responsible for the neural network's errors. Of course, for white label advertising, Advantage might already work quite well, but for more specific campaigns, it could let you down. Therefore, turn it off, but make sure to configure it wisely. And if you're driving traffic and have an interest in it, then we invite you to register with our affiliate network. We specialize in the fields of gambling and betting, and we will find the most profitable offer specifically for you. You can also find our Telegram channel linked in the description, where we publish helpful content for everyone working within the gambling niche. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I wish you good uploads.